Yo, what is up, everybody? It's African back at it again. Now, if you've been paying attention to the Mortal Kombat community, you might notice that NRS stated that they will no longer be supporting Mortal Kombat 11. What I mean supporting, no longer be updating that game, no longer releasing DLC. They're basically just done with that game. And we've only had like how much, like 3 DLC, I think. It was like the first DLC with like Spawn and Sindel, and then Combat Pack 1, then Combat Pack 2, and I thought we were gonna get Combat Pack 3, but then all of a sudden they just want to shut it down, which is kind of sad because the game only lived for 2 years, and like this isn't the original Mortal Kombat where like the game lasted like a couple years and then they just make a new one. No, like for example, MKX to MK11, it lasted for 4 years. The game was made in 2015 and they released Mortal Kombat 11 in 2019. So why is they just rushing Mortal Kombat 11? Only 2 years to live? That's just sad, bro. And I actually had a fun time playing this game, man. Like I really enjoyed it. But it came to the point where like I had a hate and love relationship with this game. Well, I mostly loved the game, but then over time as I started playing it, there's just so much problems with the game and so much things I need to fix that it went from me like having 25% hatred, 75% love to like 65% hatred and 35% love. Like the game is just so broken, it's not balanced. And it's fun doing combos, don't get me wrong. Like I love punishing, I love flawless blocking, and I love doing combos, as I said. But what's the point of going for that if you don't really get rewarded? Like literally, you can lose to the scrubbiest people imaginable, but then just ace the good people. Like I literally lost to like this happened a couple days ago. I literally lost to like one of the worst Sub-Zero players I've ever seen in my life. Like the dude was so bad. He didn't even know how to play. He was doing minus shit. Like he was doing random slides and it was working. He was just throwing out the 4-2-4 string, and I lost to that. But then when I fight a good Sub-Zero player, I knows how to flawless block, knows how to whiff punish, knows how to combo, I destroyed him. And it just shows that this game requires literally no skill. And if you do, it does require skill. You have to put like so much effort to the point where it's just imaginable. I don't want to make this video like, I'll rant to Mortal Kombat, but I'm just saying, if there's this much errors to this game, you should fix it. Not just think you did good and dip and then never touch this game again. Like I remember when it's just gonna make us rethink back on this game. Like with Mortal Kombat X players, they were like, "Man, I miss Mortal Kombat X so much. Man, those are the good old days." And I was like, "Man, I wish I could imagine the good old days." Now it's like Mortal Kombat 11 is the good old days, cause we're gonna be moving on to the next game. It's just crazy how like, you know, eventually the present becomes the past. I literally remember playing Mortal Kombat on like the second month after it came out, so like May of 2019. I remember vividly. I was just in training mode, just trying to see what character I want to use. I ended up picking Scorpion because I really enjoy that character. But it's just sad to see Mortal Kombat go. They even announced on the Twitter they're done with the game. They're going to be focusing on other projects. If I had to assume they're probably gonna be focusing on Injustice 3 or maybe Mortal Kombat 12, but a 2 year gap, that's pretty small for Mortal Kombat. In fact, the game in general. This isn't like 2K where there's an initial release every single year. This is freaking Mortal Kombat, man. Like, it's sad. This is literally the most recent Mortal Kombat we had. This is meant to be the future. But now it's just labeled as current gen, and we're going to be focusing on the future. But how long are we going to keep having this current gen future? Because Mortal Kombat needs to stick to one game. They can't just make a project and then just decide I don't care about it anymore and then dip. That's not how it works. No game should ever be treated like that. And that's one thing I didn't like. That's why I stopped taking Mortal Kombat seriously after like maybe season 12 of Combat League. I don't know, but the last time I hit Demigod was the last time I stopped taking this game seriously. Because ever since they recycled skins, it made no sense. They were recycling skins, yeah, you could still purchase them in the shop. But it would rarely show the Combat League shop skins in the shop, but it was still possible to see them. Like the Scorpion Hellflame skin, for example, the red and the white. That was a season 1 skin. I think you can unlock it by doing one match or doing the challenges. And then when they brought it back, you had to reach Demigod because they switched the placement for the skins. And that league was so cancer. I could not go with Demigod, bro. I think I uninstalled the game during that season. It was so AIDS. But then a couple weeks later, found the skin in the shop. I bought it. That's all I had to do. So there was literally no point of even doing the season if I could deadass just purchase it in the shop. And that's one thing I hate about them recycling it. And besides, there's no point of recycling it. They're gonna make a new game. They might as well just make new skins at that point. If you're not gonna care about Mortal Kombat, at least give us new skins, give us new seasons. Why are they recycling it? I think they recycled it not just because they wanted to give other people a chance of getting the skins, because they were too lazy to actually put new skins and just want to focus their efforts on the next upcoming games. Bro, I'm expecting MK12 and Justice 3 to be perfect, man. Because no game should ever be abandoned like this, bro. They literally ditched this. I have never seen a game this disrespected in my life. Like, MK11 is literally a joke. It was at its dying phase, now the game is dead. It's literally dead. Getting 100k views on a Mortal Kombat 11 video is pretty rare. A million views? That's damn near impossible. I've rarely seen that. But like, yeah, that's all I have to say. It was just very sad to see this game go. I don't want to keep bashing it because I still have a lot of fun times on it. Play with family, play with friends, and play with online, of course. But you know, it's sad to see this game go, and hopefully Mortal Kombat can give us one thing before they ditch it. But yeah, that's all I have to say, guys.